Children, today we are going to study about banking, the last topic of your commercial mathematics. In banking, we will study about different accounts, the function of banking, the facilities provided by the banking sector. So the function of bank is to receive and to safeguard and to lend money. Nowadays we put our money, we put our savings in bank. Bank safeguard the money and uses that money to those who are in need. Like people lend money from bank to make their houses. People lend money from bank to run business, to start a new business, to upgrade their businesses. Right. So what does bank do? Bank gives to depositor less rate of interest. Right. So generally at the saving account we are getting 4% rate of interest. And in FD account 6 point something, around 6. And bank charges high rate of interest from the lender. So this difference of rate of interest is the profit earned by the bank. Okay. So lender gets money and use that money to increase the business, to start a business or to make house, or they can apply for personal loans or some in need, some marriage or something is there, they can take a loan. And depositor have their money saves in the bank. So no one can steal or... So what are the facilities provided by the bank? Through bank we can pay our bills, we can pay our school fees, we can pay income tax. If we have valuable things, jewelry or something at home, so it's better that we put or keep in the bank. In bank lockers facility bank provided, so we can put our valuables in the bank locker. So it has security system to protect your valuables. Bank also provide plastic money like ATM cards, debit card, credit cards. So nowadays we don't carry hefty amount of money, we just carry one card. And one of the important function of bank is bank provide loans to help handicapped people, to help farmers. Suppose in case of calamity, so farmers fields or crops are spoiled or get ruined, so bank provide them help so that they can harvest a new crop. Then they can harvest again. Right. So account holders, there are many people, almost everyone is having bank account today. And most of the salaried persons are getting salary through bank only. Right. Bank can transfer your money from one place to another without any problem. You can do instant transfer. You can always avail loan facility from the bank. Right. And we can do also online shopping, or if you want to buy anything, then we just have to enter the either a UPI or a debit card number, or we can do online shopping. Right. So these are the many facilities which are provided by the bank. Now let's study about different types of accounts. Generally, for a normal person, we use saving bank account. Okay. And there is another type of account which is called recurring deposit account or cumulative bank account. What does recurring deposit account means? We have to deposit a certain sum of money to a fixed period of time. Right. And there is another type of account which is fixed deposit account. That means FDs, we all know. Suppose we have 1 lakh extra, then we go and fix that amount, deposit that account. So 1 or 2% higher rate of interest we'll get on this account, right? Current account is generally for industrial purpose or for corporate firms or businesses, right? So they can do as many transactions, okay? And here no interest has been provided, okay? So now in this chapter we will study only about this recurring deposit account or cumulative bank account. That means suppose any person deposit 1000 rupees every month for 3 years or 36 months. So this means after 3 years the amount received will be maturity value. In recurring deposit account or cumulative bank account, how does it function? We have to deposit fixed sum to a fixed period, and after that whatever we'll get, suppose a fixed sum is 1000, fixed period is 36 months, then after 36 months what we'll get? MV. What does MV means? Maturity value. Maturity value includes the amount deposited by the recurring deposit account holder and plus the interest given by the bank. So including interest, the amount deposited is called the maturity value. Right, children? Children, now let's discuss the formula for calculating the interest given by the bank on recurring deposit account or cumulative bank account. The interest formula is P into n plus 1 into R upon 2400. Right, children? Where the amount deposited will be P into n. Suppose P rupees per month anyone is depositing for n number of months. So total amount of deposited throughout the whole period will be n into P. Suppose you have deposited 1000 for 12 months. That means how much money you have deposited in the bank? 1000 into 12, that will be 12,000. So maturity value is the interest given by the bank, interest plus the amount deposited. The formula for interest we have calculated P n plus 1 into R upon 2400, and the amount deposited is NP. So the formula for finding the maturity value will be Pn plus Pn into n plus 1 into R upon 2400. Now where the P is amount deposited per month, R is the rate of interest, and N is the number of months or number of times the P value has been deposited. Right, children? Learn the formula, note down all the theory in your fair copies. And next we will be solving few examples to understand the topic. Right? Let's understand the topic by discussing this sum, children. The sum says that Mohan deposited rupees 80 per month in a cumulative deposit account for 6 years. Find amount payable to him on maturity if the rate of interest is 6% per annum. If the rate of interest is 6% per annum. So from the given information we can easily see that the principal, the value of P, which is the amount deposited per month, is rupees 80. And Mohan is depositing amount for 6 years. So 6 years has 1 year has 12 months. So 6 years must be having 6 into 12, that is 72 months. So the value of N will be here 72. Now according to the question, the rate of interest given by the bank to Mohan on this recurring deposit account is 6% per annum. So the value of R is 6%. Children, what is the formula for maturity value that we have discussed? Amount deposited plus interest. Amount deposited is NP and the interest formula is Pn n plus 1 into R upon 2400. So by adding the amount deposited plus interest will be the maturity value which will be received by Mohan after 6 years. Now let's substitute the value of Pn and R to calculate the value of maturity. So P is 80, N is 72, 80 into 72, that means 5760 is the amount deposited by Mohan. And if we calculate the interest gained on this amount is P, which is 80, 72 into 72 plus 1, 73 into R upon 2400. 83 is so it will be 1 0 cancels, it will 30, 6 1s and 6 5s are 30. 72 into 73 when we do, we'll get 5256. And when we divide 5 by 5, we'll get 1051.2. Right, children? When we add these two terms, the amount deposited and the interest secured, we'll get 6,811.20 rupees, which is the amount of maturity which will be received by Mohan after 6 years. Right, children? Note down, please. Here, children, see the next sum. The maturity value of a recurring deposit account is 11,364 in 4 years. If the monthly deposit is rupees 200, find the rate of interest. Children, from the question we can see that the information given, amount deposited per month is rupees 200. That means the value of P will be 200. Number of years is 4 years. In 4 years, how many months are there? 4 into 12 equals to 48 months. Right, and the maturity value after 4 years acquired is 11,364. We have to calculate the rate of interest. Now the formula for maturity value is NP plus PN n plus 1 into R upon 2400. When we substitute the value, it will be 200 into 4800, 9600, and 200 into 48 into 49 into R upon 2400. We cancel out and solve, we'll get 196R. When we transfer this 9600 that side, we'll get 96R. 196R equals to 11,364 minus 9600. That will be 1764. Right, children? When we cross multiply this 196, we get the value of R as 1764 upon 196. On dividing, we'll get R equals to 9%. Right, children? Note down, please.